Oh my goodness, folks, we are back. Welcome back, everybody, to Returners Hideout number 313. Same plus combo. We're back. We're back. Happy Wednesday, folks. It is December. Can you believe it? Where does the time go of 2025? We are back after 1 week off for Thanksgiving. I hope that everybody had a wonderful holiday. Sorry I couldn't make it tonight to play. I wanted to have a date night with my girl, but here you are in chat. Go focus on your girl, man. Of course, it makes total sense. Alright, well, we've got 6 gamers here tonight anyway, and they're going to be jamming some newness, some Opus 26 newness. Or 27, oh my goodness, doesn't time just fly? So we'll see what people are cooking up tonight. We've got Worlds this weekend, folks. So we're going to be seeing some sauce, some spice, for sure. Or maybe just a whole lot of Wall 7. I don't know, we'll see. But we'll see what we've got on the table tonight. Let us go ahead and pop open the old Octagon. Let's rock it and knock it. Alright, who do we got playing who? We got June versus Irving. We've got the Battle of the Logans. At table 2, it's a Logan off. And at table 3, we've got Kurt. And Angel, dude. Local, North Carolina local Angel at table 3. Table 3, table 1, man, they're all so good. Battle of the Logans. Now, we gotta go to table 1 because the thing is, Irving oftentimes will drop if he loses round 1. And he always has some cool, crazy, spicy deck going on. So let's see what he's cooking. And June also is usually pretty creative with what they're playing. Oh my goodness. Folks, I'm so upset that we got here late. It's a Turbo Wendigo deck. Oh my god, let me get this on the screen. Irving, you crazy lad. Alright, so up top it looks like we've got Wendigo.deck from Irving, and then June on the bottom is playing. Oh, is this like a Final Fantasy V? There's like an Earth Water thing. Let's take a look. Let's zoom in. Oh yeah, it is a Final Fantasy V thing. Using this old Ferris, dude, let me tell you, this was Opus 7. When they revealed this Ferris, I was all excited. I was like, oh my god, this is going to be... The Lena in this set is going to be hype, and then there just wasn't a Lena in this set. It was very strange. You control a card named Lena forward. Ferris gains plus 2,000 power. We do have that Lena. When Ferris enters the field, you reveal the top 5 cards of your deck and add a category 5 character among them to your hand. And we finally have another character that cares about filling our deck with category 5 cards, which is Bart's here. He says if you control 4 or more category 5 characters, which is true right now, Bart's is Haste, First Strike, and Brave. And when Bart's enters the field, reveal the top 7 cards of your deck, add up to 2 category 5 cards among them to your hand. So this is a whole category 5 thing going on here from June. Also, Captain Cauliflower, that's right. Thank you so much for the Prime. Really appreciate it. Now you get to use all the fun emotes again. Hopefully you're doing well. Oh, we got the Damage 3 Tiro. Oh, this is a Crystals deck from Irving as well. Very cool. I mean, I know he loves those crystals and loves that Bart's. Of course, we should have taken a quick peek. I got so distracted by the Wendigos. Helena, Leonis, Bart's, and everybody are here as well. We have plenty of crystals that we've been generating. We Tiroed on our opponent's turn and we added the Bart's hand, so we'll be resolving him for those crystals next turn. We have 3 Wendigos on our side of the field. So Wendigo is this crazy card that basically when you play one, when you cast one onto the field, it guarantees comes with his 2 buddies. Because he either gets to search them for up to 2 and play them on the field, dull from the deck, or if he enters due to your cast, which is always the case here, well, usually the case here, I should say, you play all the card name Wendigos from your break zone onto the field dull as well. So the ones from your break zone come out. So even if you pitch them to play it, they come back. It's one of the cooler ways to do it. We have Bart's here. He does, of course, say play, not cast. So playing a Wendigo off the Bart's would let you go get them out of your deck and play 2 on the field, but it doesn't let you get them out of the discard pile and play them on the field. So there's like little nuances there with playing these guys out, but yeah, I mean, it looks like Irving's plan here is just slam 3 Wendigos, and then did we get a free Neo X-Death off of the Bart's? Oh no, sorry, it's character 3 or less. I was like, what the hell? Character 3 or less on Bart's, of course. What did we hit off Bart's? What did we hit? Was it this Dragoon? No, that's the one he moved to the break zone. Revealed... Oh, Kusith. And what was the other card? Oh, this Dragoon. Okay. Oh, right, and then we got rid of 2 backups for X-Step. That makes sense. So we went up to 5 and then back down to 3. Then we got 3 points of damage in there with the Wendigos. We're basically saying reset right now. Wind Water has not been a great color combination for a board wipe. Pretty much ever. Looking for a Shinryu or Bust, and I doubt we're packing things like that in a fun deck like this, although I really do love the concept of this being so heavy on like the FF5 stuff, caring about, oh, this is some neat multicolor stuff going on here. There's even this Luso in here, dude. Some very cool stuff going on in this deck, but in general, love seeing this old Ferris from Opus 7 have this synergy with the Barts here. Both of them care about having all this FF5 characters in your deck is pretty neat. Like here, this Bart is going to look at the top 7. He's going to add 2 Category 5 to our hand. So it's another Bart, an Enkidu, and a Galoof. Now, this is not a search, so it would be cool if it triggered the Galoof, man. That'd be sick. But it does not... he doesn't have any S's or anything either, so getting this Bart to hand isn't that crazy either, although it's fun to think about. There's a deck running around that has Double-Blade, dual-wield Bart stuff going on. So I think it's a little bit weird, because at this point it's probably add Galoof to hand, and if you have Limit Break available for Bajidara Wu, it's time to use it, right? Yeah, you don't have a lot going on here. But we are in danger. Big V. I mean, this is what the Wendigos do, right? The Wendigos come down right away and they just apply that pressure. Basically, you know, you cast the Wendigo, and then you're saying the game's on a... It demands an answer, or the game's on a pretty quick clock. So we cast the Wendigo, our opponent set up a little more. Now we were able to wipe their blockers and turn all 3 Wendigos sideways. So we are actually opting to play the Enkidu instead of going to the Limit Break deck, which is interesting. I wonder what our Limit Break deck looks like here. Enkidu lets us untap 3 backups. Okay, so then we can play a Leo. Sure. We just have a couple chumpers though, right? I think, wouldn't Big V... He could kill one and then trade with a better bod, but yeah, I don't know. It's a rock and a hard place really at this point for June, I think. Also, we don't know what the Limit Break deck looks like. Kusith. What is even... Oh, Lulu. Uh-oh. Get back Alexander. Kill Bart's for free. Yep. Alexander the Bart's. Shrinks Enkidu to 5k. No, I think it's probably turn everything sideways and then June survives a turn here and goes to 6 damage. Cryle backup. Shantoto backup. And Shantoto. Ooh, man, and the Oracle. Okay, I'll tell you what. Some of the stuff we did not want to draw. We don't want to draw backups for turn. And we do have a breakable backup, so maybe Shantoto would have been nice to put in our hand, huh? But otherwise, I think we don't want to be drawing any of that. I mean, now the Shantoto would sure be nice to be able to pull off this next turn, because Irving doesn't have any kind of way to prevent it. But we see the 1 in damage. I doubt we're really packing. We're definitely not packing 3. We're maybe packing 2, but I think a lot of people are pretty, especially in a multicolor deck like this, probably a little bit more greedy usually, especially once they added Shantoto to the limit break deck. I think everybody got a little bit greedier on the Shantoto counts, but there's not really any way that we're likely playing to retrieve the Shantoto from our damage zone. I don't think we're about to see, well, first of all, 4CB Lars is already on the field, and yeah, I don't think we're about to see Strago hit the ground either here, so, and we couldn't afford both of those anyway, so. We're going to play Ferris. Ferris is going to look at the top 5 to add a Category 5 card to our hand here. We could add Gilgamesh. The problem is we don't have the Earth to play him. We can add the Barts, but he doesn't do a whole hell of a lot unless there's another Barts in our hand. Even then, I don't think that is much that he's going to be doing for. Yeah, we're really not sure, but I don't. None of this stuff solves 6 forwards that need to deal 1 point of damage. Unfortunately, I do think that this is going to be a little doomed. Collie said, stop watching on Twitch. Still gotta hit me with that free promise. Oh, thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. Look, you know what? I'm glad that you are finding the multi-stream to YouTube useful. Because you know what? I just kind of set it and forget it. And nobody ever says anything about it. So I'm glad there are people out there watching it on YouTube that find that helpful. Alright, well, we are sitting here now, facing down a wall of dudes, and we passed to Irving. So I think that this is just us accepting our fate with honor on stream. And it said, yes, it's a good game. Those guys are scary. They can be. Irving says, first time running this build. He built it like an hour ago. Thanks to the game. And June says they just built the deck too. I mean, I love this idea. I mean, in the face of 3 Wendigos, you maybe realize immediately this is not a Final Fantasy V deck problem. This is a Water-Wind deck problem. Outside of, Fina Valfor type era, they have had issues clearing wide boards. They've had to result in recent years to like Shinryus and stuff like that. So, that's not the kind of thing that you put into your deck when you're just building, like, fun deck ideas. That's the kind of thing you put in your deck when you're, like, building to go play in a big tournament in a meta where you know you're going to have to deal with boards like this. So, totally makes sense that we don't just have an answer. This isn't a Water Wind deck. There's 20 Earth cards. Okay. Would you look at all of the cards that you have in play right now? I'm not saying that this means that this is only a Water Wind deck, right? But all the resources that you have access to here are Water and Wind. So, like, when you draw this, even if you drew this Shantoto, like, the chance that you can actually play... I mean, it's funny because, actually, both these things go to damage, which is cursed anyway, right? But, like, you can't even use this stuff because you got all the wrong colors. But, I mean, this kind of stuff is so... I loved this card when it came out. At the time, it was all, like, you have to basically fill the deck with standard units or garbage Barts. So I think it's really cool that there's, like, the neat new light Barts, this, multiple good copies of Lena, that, like, there's a lot of cool Final Fantasy V synergy in here now. And you actually, with just, like, these guys, you guys have a character count so fast. Like, watching this one game of this deck already made me be like, huh, maybe I want to, like, fuck with that Barts a little bit. Also, this is one of my favorite cards of all time. Anyway, let's check the next game, dude. The Wendigo, man, terrifying. You look up and you see 3 of these dudes just running at you. You know what? I always like to consider spending a good amount of my time testing balance and stuff for games myself. I always like to consider what they were like. They came up with this idea for the Wendigos. This is very fun. Like this card that comes in and always brings the buddies with them. Like I would really love to know if this was pretty much the design out the gate, or if there was like a bunch of tweaking that needed to be done for balance, right? Because like the fact that it plays the dull, the fact that you can play it and get the 2 guys out of the deck, but you have to cast it to get the guys out of your discard pile. Like the way all of it is worded is so specific. I'm very curious what like the journey of the wording on that card was from start to finish. Alright, table 1 is done. Table 2, the Battle of the Logans, it says it's awaiting a player to play, so that's not great. So we must have results for all 3 tables. We do! We do! Alright, let's punch those into the website. I just realized I left the door to my room wide open. Thankfully the roommate is out of the house today. Playing Riftbound. Irving 7, June 3. He's going to Houston this weekend. Best of luck to the fielders and all my other friends who are participating in Riftbound events this weekend. Also, best of luck to the last soldier himself, Cody, and all of the Team North America over there at Worlds this weekend, man. It's gonna be some awesome stuff to watch. All right, we got Logan R taking it over Logan P. I've got 2 Logans now, man. Table 3, Kurt 7, Angel 0. All right. That's it for us, round 1. We go to the next. It looks like I still got everybody. Okay. Irving versus Kurt. Logan versus Angel. Logan versus June. And the Logans. How will they possibly know which one I'm talking about? It's a pairing score. I think we're probably going to tune into table 2 here. So let me just get the pairings up for the players first. We're cruising though, Jesus Christ. We'll begin at 7:35 and we'll be called at 8:15. That was a that was a 17-minute round. That was scary fast. Oh, June with the Severino at tier 1. Thank you so much, June. I don't know why I didn't hear the little song, the little fanfare. I missed that one. Thank you. I appreciate you and your support, and I am glad that you join us every week to hang out and play games. I always enjoy seeing your decks. They're very fun and creative. Alright, we are ready, I think. There we go. It's saying that the round will start at 7:35. Too late? I don't know. It's not at 7:30 yet. It's almost 7:29. It's fine. They can begin when they're ready. Dude, they're going to be done 5 minutes after the official round start time. I just got a feeling we're cruising tonight. My man, Irving just slamming the Wendigos on the table, man. We are in full speed go mode. Dude, going turn 1, 2, 3 crystal backup build. Bards into a Wendigo off the top without any other Wendigos in hand yet, or in discard yet, has got to be... Oh, no, never mind, sorry. I don't know why I keep thinking Bards can play the Wendigo. That's not how that works. That's how Leo works. Whoa, dude, you can Leo Wendigo into play, and then it counts as a cast. That's pretty hype. You can Leo him into play and then get them out of your discard pile if you want. Well, there's already... What's the other Leo card? There's another card this set that made me think of Leo. What's the other card that made me think of 1CP Leo? Is it the Sin? Is it Water Legend Sin? That's another one. That is a Leo card, man. That card is begging to be cast off once Leo. He's begging for it. Okay, we are looking to go to table 2. This is going to be Angel, North Carolina, Raleigh, local Angel versus Logan making his return to the event tonight. Both of these guys getting a clean... Oh, no, actually, sorry. Angel got clapped. I was going to say getting a clean clap round 1, but that's not true. Logan getting the paradigm this round, but Angel's no slouch. So we'll see how this shakes out at table 2. We haven't got to see either of these decks yet, so that's why we're going to pick this table. We're 2 weeks or so into the new set at your own local stores. What's everybody been enjoying so far? What kind of decks have you guys tried out at locals? What has everybody been playing? We're in a little bit more casual season right now, obviously without much going on. I played a Fire Wind deck that was built around the new Terra yesterday at locals. We didn't do so hot, but it's a really cool deck when you have Terra out and she's doing cool things. And Terra is one of those cards that feels really, really good when she adds 2 free cards to your hand. But like then there's those turns where doing the same thing Firewind's always had, which is like a little bit of a card advantage problem. And you're like, I could spend my whole hand and not quite do enough, and then next turn I get like rolled over. It was kind of just always how it felt. So back to the drawing board for that one, I think. Alright, we got players at tables. Let's go to table 2. Okay. We got Logan on the left. Logan Rumont. And on the right, we've got Angel. Now, we don't play favorites here, even though Angel's one of our local lads. But Angel does usually have some pretty neat either cadets or Earth Lightning stuff going on. So I'd be curious because there are a lot of new cadets in this set, but there's also some pretty neato Earth Lightning stuff happening. So I'd be curious to see which one Angel is feeling like screwing around with tonight. And we see it looks like, is he going for... Oh, sorry, no, this is Logan going for a turn 1 Machina play. Ooh, so this is actually, we see Fang, we see Hope. Oh, Final Fantasy 13 on the bottom here from Logan. And I see that we got Logan fans in chat here. Is Logan one of your locals there, brother? Or one of the teammates? We've got Class 8th Moogle coming down on the other side of the field. So Class 8th Moogle giving us a heads up that there's some Earth Wind stuff going on the other side of the table. Interesting. We'll see what else he's cooking. Earth Wind, that's not normally the wheelhouse I associate old Angel with. So we'll see. He's playing... I mean, this guy is a Type 0 card. So there's that. I do think, dude, these cards are so silly. Like, the art on the Moogles is really just begging you not to look too closely at it, right? You got like this is not his lance. That's a different Moogle's lance. The Moogle that is to the right of him in the art. But they can't like Photoshop it out. It's like, so it's just there. Alright, we've got the turn 1 Machina, dude. He's ready. He's ready to plow. We're ready to we're playing aggro, man. We're living by the sword. New local wants to master 13. Okay, man. Is he a new local of yours? Did he just move or something? because he said in the Discord, he said he'd been here before. Oh, never mind. He has been here before, literally 3 tournaments ago, and that's it. So I gave him the whole new person spiel like 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago. Cool beans. I love when new players come into this, man. Showed him RVA a month ago. Hell yeah, dude. Welcome. Thank you. Welcome, I say to you. Welcome, I mean to him, but you know. Noel turned sideways, Maka turned sideways. Oh man, isn't that just how it goes, man? Ba-ding! Tiro EX. Luso with the sample across it, dude. Okay, so we're doing some starter deck stuff here from Angel. Love this. So Luso, when he deals damage to a forward, break it. So I wonder if this has got like a lot of fight mechanics in it, and we're just really abusing this mechanic here of Luso. When Luso deals damage to the opponent, select up to 2 of the 2 following actions, deal it forward 3,000 damage, or choose a character in your break zone and add it to your hand. Oh, and we are going to play it with Bartz. Okay, Angel. Bartz is going to come down. He's going to give Luso haste. Luso's going to attack. And if he connects here, we're going to get to do both his things, man. How cool is that? So we take the point of damage, we add the Moogle back to our hand, and we're going to 3k one of these forwards, which will break it. Okay. Alright, Luso, dude. What the hell, dude? What a card. Okay, brother. Okay, Bartz. Look at him smirking, dude. He knows what he did. He knows what he's done. Oh my goodness. Alright, hold on. I need a fresh beverage, and I need to close the door to my room. I'll be right back, folks. 2 seconds. Don't. Oh my god, Clive. Oh my god, hold on. I'm gonna hurry. Oh! Man, I'll tell you folks what else I need. I need more of the chicken soup I made for dinner, man. It's calling my name. I keep smelling it when I go out there. Alright. We're back. Who's Thowlin? Oh, the thief doing the thing, huh? Alright, anyway. So, Ifrit done cleaned things up here. Ifrit came down, he blasted one of them, turned sideways, and looks like we blasted the other. Did we have the special, or did we just... Probably just block. Right? Either way, right? It's kind of a guarantee either way. Oh my goodness, this guy has Final Fantasy XI in their name! Let's go! Final Fantasy XI! Mickey Zane, welcome. Welcome. I don't know if the Final Fantasy TCG or the Final Fantasy XI brought you here, or a little bit of column A, a little bit of column B. We don't technically stream, 11, but we do have 11 up on stream while streaming FFTCG. Because, we just love Final Fantasy XI and cannot stop. We can't stop. It's a sickness. It's a sickness. Go ahead, keep running past me, Arie. I'm half AFK. Alright, anyway. I'm just hanging out in Corloga Tunnel, don't mind me. Alright, here we are. Lightning is turning sideways, Ifrit's turning sideways, and bleh! That's 7 points of damage. I'll tell you, Final Fantasy 13 is aggressive, and Ifrit is exactly the kind of card that this deck is looking for and loves to see. Angel does this cheeky little, really fun thing. He gets built early. He gets the Bartz with the 1CV Luso. Shows the Luso doing neat stuff, right? Deals a point of damage, kills a guy, gets a card back to hand, like all this awesome stuff. And then Ifrit just comes down and is like, that guy's dead, duck, duck, and goose, baby. And then 2 turns and you're dead. I mean, no wonder these games are wrapping up quickly today. We've got 13 and triple Wendigo running around. So speaking of triple Wendigo, let's check in on table 1. And here you go, Mickey Zane, one of those. You can see exactly what we're doing here on the Vanadil cam as we switch tables. All right, we are going to table 1 now. Michizane. Oh, Michizane, dude. Look, I'm just a white guy who lives in... Oh, I used to always be able to say lives in New Jersey because that makes me sound extra ignorant. I live in North Carolina. I don't know how that works on the stereotype scale, but... You know, we're not pretending to be anything we aren't here. Michizane, 11. What is your favorite job, Michizane? And are you a retail Andy, or are you jamming on Horizon these days? Or, you know, private server of your choice. Alright, we're getting back live in here. Alright. Irving, triple Wendigo. Look, it's another Ifrit that we're staring down here. Big Ifrit boy, and looks like it is a light, or sorry, I don't know why I was about to say lightning. It is a ice fire warriors angle, which makes total sense to me. It looks like it's warriors with a little bit of a little mix of the Final Fantasy 16. Goodness gracious, guys, I'm all over the place. Mix of the Final Fantasy 16 stuff, because of course Ifrit is strong, but the Jills aren't bad either. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw some of that action in the deck here somewhere. Although it does look like we've got all the new warriors. So we've got Call, we've got Ish. Speaking of Final Fantasy 11 fans, there we've got Naji. I played Final Fantasy 11 retail from 2005 to 2013. Ooh, had a couple of the old those are the good Wings of the Goddess years. Is that a toe dip into Abyssia? It might be. Restarted retail recently to finish the story, dude. It is a wild and crazy different world on retail now, isn't it? It is wild and crazy. I started playing on Horizon recently, which is basically it's like retail as it was in COP, so it's like 2006-ish era, and it's been refreshing to go back to the 11 I remember versus like Merc, bot, spam, and super teleporting everywhere all the time. But you know what? When you just want to experience a story, man, there is a lot to be said for being able to summon a party of trusts and teleport everywhere. That's for sure. Gilgamesh, oh baby, and Kido using the Gilgamesh, the maneuver, dude. So we blasted Gilgamesh, or we blasted Ifrit with Gilgamesh. We had a little standoff there. Helena, Leonis, and Kido. If you didn't know it, dude, you'd think we were a couple sets back watching Irving just playing one of his Helena decks, man. It's so much easier to level. Well, yeah, you have all the like Rhapsody's key items. You like attack a single bee outside of town, and it's like, shing, you go 10 levels up. Congratulations. You know, like 7,000 EXP for a kill. Yeah, what the hell? Not that anything Abyssia or later was ever hard to level. Alright, so Fire Ice deck. You do have a lot of answers for just a couple of weenie threats like Helena and Kido. These guys are both 7Ks with no frills, right? Helena is getting a lot of value out of crystals, but we're currently out of crystals, which also means the bars we're drawing are kind of dead. Are we just gonna... Oh, we're playing a Wendigo here. So we do put our opponent to 3 damage, and now we're saying you better reset the board a Amaterasu. Now, this is so interesting because it's two different autos. So he's saying break zone on the stack, resolving the search first. That's so fun. So if he Amaterasu's the search, he gets to play both of these guys out of the break zone. If he Amaterasu's the break zone, it kills this guy, and then the search happens. It's just very interesting the way that it all works with. Very interesting the way this all works with Amaterasu, dude. Alright, so Wendigo is here. Oh no. Kurt says the first negate. Is my man about to hit him with two Amas? So he says, break zone on the stack, resolve the search first. And then he casts Amaterasu, or he says which one? Kurt says search is the first, so he'll negate that. So then... Oh my god. Oh my god. The next Wendigo triggers. I didn't even think about that. Oh my goodness. So he should have canceled the break zone play. So the next Wendigo comes in and he enters the field and he gets a search for two Wendigos and put them on the field. So he goes and he gets a third Wendigo anyway. If Kerr had canceled the second ability, we would have gotten the second Wendigo out of the deck, but it would not have been due to a cast. So it wouldn't have brought the first one back from the break zone. But instead what happens is the first one dies to the Amaterasu cancel, right? Then it doesn't get the search to deck, but then the second ability resolves. So play all the card named Wendigo from the break zone on the field. So it plays the thing that died to the Ama and the other card. Yeah, it's so cool. So it's in the break zone when it resolves to play all the Wendigo from the break zone. So then that one and the other Wendigo in the break zone come back into play and then trigger searching the third Wendigo out of the deck. You're so confused. Alright, so we have Wendigo, right? Wendigo has two different abilities. The first one searches the deck when he enters the field and plays Wendigos from the deck onto the field though. The second ability is when he enters due to your cast, play all the Wendigos from your break zone on the field dull. So what Kurt did is he Amaterasu'd the first ability on the first Wendigo we played. So he said, you cannot search for two Wendigos and play them on the field. Irving said, okay. The Amaterasu resolved. It killed the Wendigo. It canceled the first auto ability. Then the second auto ability resolved when Wendigo enters the field due to your cast, which was still on the stack. So then he played all the card named Wendigos from his break zone onto the field dull. So it includes the one that he had already in there, and it includes the one that died to the Amaterasu. So when both of those enter, there's two different triggers on the stack. For when Wendigo enters the field, you may search for up to two card named Wendigo and play them on the field dull. So he had two more triggers go to get the third one out of the deck. Which he did. Very fun. No. So what I'm saying is, well, so there is no point in Amaterasuing the first ability. If he had Amaterasu'd the second ability, which is when Wendigo enters the field due to your cast, play all the card named Wendigo from your break zone onto the field dull, then the first one would have died. The one that was already in the break zone would have come out onto the field, and then it would have searched the deck for the one that was still in there and played. So there would be two Wendigos instead of three Wendigos. There's definitely an amount of inevitability to like this thing happening, which is kind of neat. This is why I was saying earlier, I'm so curious what the like design journey of this card was, because I think it's landed in a really particular, really interesting place. Just play Mong 6 next time. Well, then he gets the one from the break zone. So he still has 2. But now you got him to play Mog 6 and have the Amaterasu, and then my man just plays Wendigo into the Mog 6 that's showing on the table. Like, yeah, I mean, I guess. Got him. Just commit, yeah, just discard your entire hand to stop Wendigo. And then assume he'll never come back in a deck that has 2 sits in it. Alright, dude, Axstar is good for the Wendigos, though. Good for the Wendigos. Okay, we're doing classic warrior shit here. Okay, and then Ish is popping off. Okay, so let's talk about these a little bit. So welcome to new Laswell, Sexy Laswell. When Sexy Laswell, a job warrior or a card name warrior, enters your field, choose 1 forward opponent controls, dull it, and freeze it. When Sexy Laswell enters the field, reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. Add 1 job warrior or card name warrior among them to your hand, and return the other cards to the bottom of your deck in any order. So this comes in, and you get to, well, Laswell is character, to be fair. So we get to use the Ish here, and all these guys coming in freezes more forwards. Axstar already had the forwards like Giga Frozen. So this is where, like, if she was Laswell, it would be huge, right? Because we would be able to attack these instead. So she kind of was a little redundant with Axstar there, and then she got frozen herself. What if he uses Mog 6 on the first ability while the other 2 Wendigos are still in the deck? I mean, yes, that would be good and stop him from searching for 2 Wendigos, but, like, why would somebody play Wendigo if Mog 6 is on the table? Like, but yes, yeah, because it says you may search. And remember, search is a keyword in FF11, so it is a search like any other. And so Mog does stop that. Oh, Neo X Death is here, folks. We're gonna just go ahead and clean up your side of the field and say pass. So, you know what you froze on, my guys? Well, here's a little something for you. Wipe the board, so that it does take care of a lot of those kind of snowballing effects that Kurt had on his side of the table. Does he have the Tyvus replacement? There's Windmill slamming down. Tyvus or an Ifrit here, maybe? No, it looks like he is just taking damage as he realizes he is dead. The Wendigo Onslaught, dude. Oh yeah, no, you're making sure you understood correctly. Yeah, sorry, yes. So, yeah, because it's a search, it says, when he enters the field, you may search for 2 Wendigo. The second one is not a search. It just says play all the Wendigo from your break zone on the field. So Mog stops searching the deck, so he stops everything that has to do with the first ability. Does not affect the second ability at all. Chris saying didn't have anything left in the hand. Nice game. Alright, Irving getting through there with the Wendigos. The Wendigo-goes. They sure do. Alright. Is that... God, we are... Guys, we are cruising. Alright, we are going into round 3. And it looks like round 3 will be firing at 8 o'clock. So let's prepare the next round. Back to the Vanadil Cam where we are standing in the same spot. Because other people are trying much harder than we are to farm the worm right now. So we're just gonna chill. Because we're watching some great Final Fantasy TCG, man. We're not even playing up a lot of them right now. Alright, let's see our results. The sexy, jazzy Cosmo Canyon. Alright, we had, looks like the other game's just wrapped. So table 2, Logan 7, Angel 1, which we saw earlier. Then these other 2 games are both reporting right now. Irving 7, Kurt got him up there though. I don't remember how far. I can cheat too. 2 damage. And I just need table 3, they're typing right now. Oh, are they not? Oh, are they still playing? Oh, they are still playing. Sorry. For some reason, when I looked over, it looked like it was empty. Let's go to table 3. Oh boy, we're in the thick of it over here at table 3. Looks like Logan is bringing back the Ice Earth. Drink up, dude. Thank you. Thank you, Barricus Fivicus, because you know what? There's barely any water left in my water bottle, so I am going to finish this right now. And I'm going to go fill this water to keep myself healthy and hydrated, and that is thanks to you, and I appreciate you for supporting a healthy habit. I'll be right back. Water tasty water. Yeah. Water tasty water. I need to get Kefka's and Locks. Yeah, dude. I'll tell you what. Kefka's a crazy card, man. Kefka's a crazy card. I'll definitely be playing some of that guy. Dude, Bulbasaur is out here popping off. Whoa, 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 whoa. There we go. Dude, this Seymour is a really cool card. I've been more and more impressed with this guy. Same thing here, dude. June just taking the damage and going, I don't have it. Good game. So that's 7 for Logan, 3 for June here, and we move on to our finals. Oh shit. Hey Pop. See, look, dude, for all those people running around back and forth, it turns out standing still in one place is still one of the best strategies, folks. Now we pop a notorious monster called the Morian Worm. And look, here comes this guy running around the corner right now. He's been trying so hard. Oh, that's funny. That's funny. He's been running by me back and forth. He's gonna sit here and wait for the old time of death. We mug it for a couple bucks. Hit him with the Visi. Alright, let's pair this last round, huh? No Tatham, no Darksteel, or a bunch of crap, dude. I will not be fighting these other worms that are animation locking me. We will simply run away. Okay. Or they'll bind us. I blame the terrorists, dude. Look, this worm is stingy. But it was worth that other guy just not getting the worm. Alright, next round. These guys already know who's playing who in the finals. Let's just run off this cliff. Alright. Little screenshot for the lads here. Here we go. Oh look. Look at this. We want to fight this guy. Alright. Now, let's post this into the Discord. Pairings. Players. Whoa, caps lock. Alright, final round. Pairings are up. And you know where we're going. We're going to see that finals at table 1. We're going to see Logan versus Irving. It's Final Fantasy 13 versus the Wendigos, dude. And I wonder, dude, it's going to be two very angry decks slamming into each other. Sometimes those actually end up being really weirdly slow matches. Sometimes, oh boys, they just, one guy goes faster than the other, and it's like a F1 drag race, you know? So we'll see how it ends up here. What did you say that it automatically censored it, dude? In the finals, what a world. You said something, dude. It automatically censored you. Wendigo.deck. Oh, because you typed something you thought was a link. That's funny. Yes. Automod that shit, dude. That's from way back, dude. You know what? Automodding links out is from when back when you would get hit with those like want to be famous things like all the time. You guys know what I'm talking about. The early streaming days. The ones that crawl the channels that have like 2 people watching and they spam me with bot links. And I didn't want my friends, I didn't want you guys, my viewers, to get spammed with bad links. And really, no reason anybody needs to be dropping links in chat that I don't vet, you know? Alright, so we've got the game up. Let's go. Table 1. We kill our jelly. We didn't get any jelly. It's a cruel world out there. Okay, here we are in finals. This is going to be Irving versus Logan. Alright. Alright, dude, he says, you think you're fast? You think you're angry? Boom. Magana. Go. Magana dodge pass. Now Irving has an idea of what he's up against here, right? As once he sees the dodge and understands that this has got to be, it could only be a 13 deck, right? Also sees the Ifrit go to discard, which is a little telling. Another dodge as well. So he knows it's 13, all in 13 with Ifrit. That's good information again. First 4 cards. Now Irving, his game plan is the same if he has the Wendigos, right? Which is Windmill Slam the Wendigos. I think it's more likely, given how patient he's being here, that he is, he has a decent setup turn, or is deciding how he wants to navigate the fact that he's about to have 4 forwards turning sideways on him in a turn or 2. Like, he knows he is. So yeah, he is going for a setup turn. Probably gonna be careful about how much he dumps from his hand right now, because he's gonna want a lot of CP to respond to whatever happens. is going for the second setup on the backups. One of each color. As is there. 2 crystals, 3 cards in hand. It is in a decent position to do a Bartz if it presents itself. If he already has a Bartz in hand, next turn could be an easy 2CB backup Bartz play, which might help stem some of whatever's happening on the other side of the table. We're going right into Saz here. So we're going to search for another dodge and add it to hand. This Saz can be chosen by abilities, which is going to be cute. No haste or anything here, though, so we are still just... I'm surprised we played him before we turned Machina sideways if he's not going to be attacking. Are we playing... Okay, we're playing Fang. Search for the Lassie. Cost required to play Lassie is reduced by 1. But, oh my god, Saz's Lassie. Couldn't we have played this? And I guess we're going to do it with Lightning. It's all the same. Then we're going to get the Lightning, yeah. So we search for Lightning, we add Lightning to our hand. Lightning and Machina are going to get to attack, which is not much, right? Oh, we're not even going to attack with Lightning. Interesting. I guess maybe we're trying not to give him any extra cards, we're trying to put him in that exact spot, right? Like if we attack right now, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So even attacking with everybody here isn't lethal. So maybe we should have attacked one more time to at least put him in check effectively. Make it so he has to play something. Now I get it, we've got a lot of haste, we've got all these other things we can do. It's just interesting though. We do have the haste Lightning, we opted to hold off there. Maybe the right play, maybe the EX is just that scary. Alright, I'm catching up with chat here, guys. Sorry, I was a little behind. One day I need to work up the nerve to sign up for one of these. Oh, brother, come on. It's basically like in locals at your store. Just come on by. If you got a problem being streamed, I will only stream if you're doing well. How's that? We can make a pact. You can tell me, don't stream me, but if you're undefeated, you got no choice, okay? But please, come sign up anytime. They're free for a reason. I don't want people to feel like, you know, there's like this big burden of signing up where like, oh no, I'm gonna waste my sign up if I don't do well enough or if I play a weird deck or something like that. Like that's why it's free. That's why we do it every week. It's easy, pop in, pop out. As we've done 313 of these things, surely you can jump in on one of them. Sam, I also need to learn to play on Octagon. Well, that is a little bit more annoying, but it's not my favorite thing to do. But you know what? We do what we can with what we've got. And I do get to watch these awesome games that you guys play. Linux Gaming represent. Oh, nice, dude. Howdy, returners. RBX Sire, good morning. Hope you're giving of thanks as well. It was incredible. I was doing a 31 degrees Celsius day, toiling at work. Alright, I'm going to have to translate that. However, I've been getting better at translating that. I've been talking to a very good Canadian friend of mine frequently, and I'm learning to translate these things. Alright, so that's like a summer, that's a hot summer day here. That's 87 and change Fahrenheit. That's intense. So yeah, that's pretty nice. That's like, I mean, you're toiling at work, so that's not great. But like, that's shorts and t-shirt. That's outside in the sun weather, baby. Hey, before Shantoto. So yeah, you know what's funny is my boy Irving, he does have Shantoto, and he does have Neo Exta, but it looks like he had, oh, sorry, it looks like he had the Bartz play that we were talking about, right? The, play the Dragoon, rip the Bartz. Bartz is going to show Geomancer and Helena. He's going to say, I don't want to play either of those because he wants to add them both to hand. This is going to be Vajradhara Wu for sure, to shoot the lightning. Yeah, Big V is going to come down. He's going to shoot lightning. Now, what is this action ability? We can't do it yet, but put it in the break zone, search for a card named Bahamut. Okay. Yeah, so Logan went down only the one card in his hand. Oh, sorry, you guys can't see that one. There we go. Logan went down to just one card in his hand, and I think it was unlikely that it was Light Lightning since he had searched it out that turn with the Fang. So I think Irving is figuring I don't have a lot of options here, but one thing I can do is play these bigger dudes, shoot the lightning, and then hope that he just really doesn't have a lot of attacks to get through my 9k, 8k. Because as it stands right now, it's going to be one cheeky party attack, and that's it. Because all three of these guys can just get stuffed by both of these forwards. And now, Irving is at 4 backups, man. And there's a Wendigo in the discard pile. There's 2 Wendigos in the discard pile, so that's a little bit tricky. I think this is one of the reasons we saw him taking all that time early, is he was thinking, like, I guess he was weighing whether or not it was Wendigo time. I guess he was wondering when to go. Oh boy. We went for the Barts instead to just kind of vomit value on the table. And I'll tell you what, if he gets away with this... Uh-oh. 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 I said that before he played Clive. If he gets... Well, I did say if he gets away with this. See, if he gets away with this, stabilizing on the back of 4 backups feels like a genius. But instead, we did draw the Clive. We prime into Ifrit. We Giga Blast the Barts. We block with Big V. It's going to be Saz and Machina turning sideways here. That's a Neo X-Death and Kryle. No cards in hand. Oh, sorry, Neo X-Death and Geomancer for Irving. It's looking pretty rough for Irving here. He needs basically like 4 CP Alexander on this Ifrit. Soak 2 damage. Pray there's no lightning off the top. And pass. I guess lightning off the top isn't bad if he kills the one thing anyway. He needs to kill this. He needs to kill this. What do we got? We got Gilgamesh. I mean, that can kill it. We pay 1... Oh no, pay 1, 2, 3. You need to pay Earth to do it. He doesn't have enough Earth to do it. Got a Wind card in his hand. Yikes. You hate to see it. Is there an Enkidu in the discard pile? No. Can't even do the cheeky Gilgamesh and Enkidu stuff. The Galoof, using the new Galoofs. Well, this is the old Galoof, but I assume there's a new one in here somewhere, which is really interesting. Then you've got the Kryle. Now this is cool because there wasn't a really efficient way to get Barts before. I actually really like this in general with like the Bart's Crystal strategy. I don't know about, you know, what we have to dig into the rest of it here, but this is very compelling in general for this archetype. I love this card a lot. Yeah, Irving says he's thinking because, man, he is in a tough spot right now. Or what is this going to be for? It is going to be... He had the Wendigo! He had the Wendigo. So now this will play 2 more Wendigos, but they come in dull. And the Ifrit will get blocked by Wendigo. And then, so I guess he's, you know, 2 attacks out of 2 cards in hand, pretty unlikely. And then Irving is hoping that he gets to keep 2 forwards going into the next turn, and then maybe he can do something with that. So, I mean, he did sure play 3 forwards with only 2 cards in hand, which is, you know, pretty good. Yeah, he wanted to play Gilgamesh and then kill the Ifrit, but the last card in his hand was the last Wendigo. and it's wind, unfortunately, so he didn't have, because it's earth colorless, not earth colorless. So he didn't have enough CP to activate the Gilgamesh ability and actually kill the Ifrit. Looking at 40 degrees Celsius this weekend. Oh my goodness, that's gonna be crazy, dude. That's gonna be so hot. What? Welcome to Sydney Summers, and my air conditioner critically failed due to a hailstorm last week. Oh lord. Hopefully you have somewhere cool that you can go hang out. Like, literally cool, as in chill. Oh, we got lightning out here, huh? When she enters the field, select one of the two actions. Play a card named Lightning before else free hand on the field. Or when she leaves the field, rather. Or search for lightning. Okay, so we just kind of windmill slammed her on the table. That's interesting. We're going to attack with Saz and Machina to get our opponent up to 5 damage. And then pass. Because now we have no cards in hand, right? And man, it's so tricky because Irving has only got 2 cards. Even if he top decks a Toto, he can't do it, and he wants to so bad. These are 2 Wendigos. Do we have another Big V? I don't know what our limit break looks like in this deck. Man, we really need Lulu, Alexander. Do we have Lulu? Is that, oh, no, 5. Another Big V. Yeah, another Big V. Oh, you can't even kill the Ifrit. He has to kill Machina. This is really bad, folks. This is, oh wait, no, 1, 2, we're at 5 damage. We can Tiro, and then we can kill the Ifrit. Oh no, we can't choose Saz because it's dodge. Yeah, dodge says can't be chosen by summons or abilities. I guess we're holding the pump for a block. Because we can use Big V, kill Machina, then we can pump Big V and block Ifrit on the attack next turn, which is interesting. But if he has the S, man, I guess this is what I hate, guys. And this is why I always play, playing like mono water, like control type decks. I hate being on this, like, we're in like top deck mode, and every turn we're just kind of crossing our fingers, but we might get away with it here. I mean, we'll see. We've got Logan in top deck mode, right? And he's got light cards in his deck that are literally dead cards because he's got this lightning limit break card on the field too. So there's something interesting there. If the Ifrit attacks, we can actually favorably block it right now, so he has to like do something to kill Big V. Which it looks like he is going to do here with Red 13. No, Red 13 is going to pump our dudes, right? Yeah, all the forwards you control gain plus 2,000 power to the end of turn. That's problematic. So now we chump Ifrit with a Wendigo. It's kind of funny that, like, these guys can all die. You can Kusith one back, play it, and then get them all back. Like, Wendigo's got some interesting stuff going on, man. It's a cool card. Wendigo's gonna chump Lightning here. Wendigo chumped Ifrit as well. And then it's a pass. So, I mean, we got through that turn with no damage. We lost our Wendigos. Do we have another Neo XF? No way! Oh my god, he did it, dude. Irving stalled long enough. The Neo XF trigger here is going to wipe the board. What? Wait, are we scooping? Wait, what? What? Why? Why? What? It's when lightning leaves the field. Wait, why? Okay, so I get it. I really don't think we needed to concede yet here. So Neo XF wipes our board, right? Okay. Yeah, it's a strange concession. So Neo XF wipes the board, and then Irving attacks what? Once with Big V, and then we pass. And he gets to resolve this lightning, because it's when lightning leaves the field. So he gets to search for a lightning and add it to his hand. So then he goes into the next turn, and he's got the lightning. All he has to do is, like, he sacks another turn, right? These things attack a little bit. And then Irving is really close to just dead, right? So there's a couple different ways to get there, especially in the 13 build. But behind this lightning is definitely one of them. When this lightning triggers when it leaves the field, so even when it gets removed from the game by Neo XF, we still get to go get this into our hand, which I think is huge. And then, you know, there's potential for us to, yeah, there's definitely potential there for us to still sneak that one, I think. I think Irving would agree. Oh, I see Irving in chat, yeah. Definitely potential for lightning. Like, I mean, I think he searches this lightning to his hand, probably sacks a turn. You're pretty low on resources there. I mean, you have no hand and 2 backups. Top deck mode for you on 4 CP is really bad. So he gets a turn off where he takes like maybe 2 licks, and he just has to build a 3 attack turn or like a 4 attack turn, I guess. But like 3 attacks are with the new Sarah. I'm sure she's in here somewhere, right? Like there's so many ways to sneak those points of damage. I'm surprised. I think Logan actually had a really good like second reload here if he just took the time, took his licks for a couple turns. Top deck and best one, yeah, exactly. I do think that he can, that we were going into like Act 2 of this game, you know what I mean? Like, this was you stabilizing, but the game was not over. Anyway, I don't know if he watches this or watches it back or anything like that, but I do think, Logan, I think, as one of your locals was saying, you'd like to master Final Fantasy 13. I think this deck often can steal and sneak games from a position like this, even if his opponent had a bunch of dudes, just because of the inevitability of this 3rd attack trigger and the Sarah, building around those, I think. I know my deck, I don't think that was salvageable. I'm telling you, dude, that it was definitely salvageable. I'm telling you, I know, I'm looking at your deck too. This is salvageable 100%. Even your opponent thinks it was salvageable. So just, yeah, maybe for sure, playing this one out. You only had to sneak in 2 more points of damage. You don't even have to technically get through him. You got multiple ways to move his guys. You got Sarah, you got lightning, and the fact that this triggers on the way out the door. Like, you get to add the light lightning to your hand on this wipe. You're chilling. I mean, it's not the best spot, but you're big chilling. Anyway, Irving gets it this week with Earth, Wind, brother, with not only the normal Bart's crystal stuff he was doing, but with the Wendigos being a pretty big part of the whole sauce here. Very cool to see the Wendigos getting some action. I don't think we've gotten to see them yet here on stream since the set came out. A lot of really interesting interactions with them, and like, I think Kurt helped us all learn a good lesson today about which of those 2 things is the one to Amaterasu. It was kind of fun to watch, like not fun for Kurt, but it definitely helped us all kind of visualize, like, oh, canceling that first ability, it kind of all just happens anyway, you know what I mean? So very, very interesting to see, and I wonder if we'll be seeing more Wendigo builds, or if Irving will just keep, you know, plunging new ideas and searching for new, interesting, weird, and wacky things to bring to the table this week. Thank you, Kurt, thank you. Alright, folks. Well, that is it for us tonight. We are going to be signing off. We'll see you next week. It is an early one tonight, but man, these decks have been fast. They've been fast. Thanks so much for tuning in. Thanks to everybody who dropped those subs tonight. We'll be back next week with more FFTCG for you next Wednesday at 7 o'clock, same time, same place. You know where to be. We'll see you then. Bye-bye.